Print on demand is plagued with bad designs, and with so many tools at our disposal, there is no reason why anyone's designs should be bad. Now, I'm not saying your designs are bad, but if you've ever struggled creating designs using Photoshop, or you've ever had any problems thinking these design tools are too expensive or too complicated, then you definitely want to stick around for the rest of this video, because what I'm going to show you is going to drastically change the way you create print-on-demand designs. We need something that's easy to use, affordable, with print-on-demand sellers in mind. And I've recently been seeing a tool kick off on YouTube. Lots of people are creating videos about it and lots of people are using it. So I thought I would reach out to them and see if we could create a video together. I wanted to try it myself and see if the hype was worth it. Is this really the tool that is going to transform your print-on-demand business? The company is Kittle. You may know them by Heritage Type Co. And it was created by Tobias Saul and Nicholas Heyman. Their aim is to help other people create incredible designs. We're going to see if Kittle is in fact worth it, if it beats Canva, and how easy is it to use. Let's get right into it. This is the Kittle homepage. And all you have to do is log in or sign up. So I'm gonna log in. And after logging in, this would be your dashboard. So as you can see, you've got logos, labels, t-shirts, posters, cards, and social. And if we click on one of them, let's say t-shirts, we can do a few things. One, we can organize by trending, name, recent, or most used. We're gonna go with trending because that makes sense. And then as well as that, you've also got various categories over here: animals, beach and surf, mascots, music, outdoor. Now, if we see the designs here, we can actually see there are a lot of similarities with these designs, which is quite nice because you could create designs in various niches, but always have that underlying theme of these type of fonts and graphics and just overall layout. And it could be quite cool if you're trying to build a brand. What we're going to do is we're going to pick one of these already made templates and edit it and just see how easy it is to edit and what we can do. And then as well as that, we are also going to create a brand new design from scratch to see how easy that is. Now, if you've liked this video so far, please smash that subscribe button and help me get to 100,000 subscribers. All right, let's get right into it. Let's just pick van life. We can like, comment, share, whatever you want to do, but what we're going to do is we're going to click use this design. And let's have a look at how simple this is. So this is the main page. We've got layers over here. We can like drag things on top of each other. Now, as well as that, we've got over here, we've got my projects, we've got designs, so many. I'm not going to go through them now. We've got text, we've got shapes and ornaments and illustrations and abstract stuff. And then we can upload our own pictures, and we've got photos. This is quite cool actually, lots of photos. And then we have textures. Textures is quite cool as well. When we click on something, let's click on van life, you can see this pops up on the right hand side. And there's a lot of stuff going on here. You've got transformation, messing around with what it looks like. As well as that, we can change the theme, right? And it'll always stick to these settings that it already has. So again, we're just gonna go back to the way it was. As well as that, we've also got you've got border weight, color. There's a lot of stuff. Rise curve, this is cool. You know, you can kind of mess around with that. Now you can also go in and actually tweak it. So if you click custom, you can actually go in and tweak whatever you want. And this is what I actually really like. The amount you can actually mess around with it without having to be like, without the confusion of, you know, using Photoshop or something like that. One of my favorite things of this is we can go into this A+ looking thing, and we've got shading and decoration. Now, I know this sounds really simple, but it's a great way just to add some interest to your designs. For example, we can click here and it immediately adds all these lines. Now, this is a bit much. So what we can do is we can change the weight down. We can put the distance like that. Now we can also add this shading or whatever we want, right? We're gonna just go back to the way it was. But you know what, I don't like this one so much. So what we can do is we can go and add that one and see what that looks like, or that one. And it's just a nice thing. This is my favorite one, by the way. It's just a nice thing to have to kind of add a bit more into the design, really. Now, what I think is really cool, if we double click this, we want to change this to holiday, you know, it just shows up like that. But then when we come off it, it will go back to the way it was. So it's very, very user-friendly, very easy to do. I like to compare this kind of tool to something like Canva, because how easy is this to use and how much more customizable is this compared to Canva? So in terms of how easy it is, well, it looks like it's been made for t-shirt designers, right? So there's that. The next thing is, it's definitely a lot more customizable. Like the fact that you can do all of this with the fonts and the graphics, and all of these graphics are, you can change every single color with them. Whereas on Canva, sometimes you can't change any colors, sometimes you can. However, an important element is how many graphics, how many fonts, how much stuff can you actually do? Let's have a look. So if we go into this area here, we can see elements, and we click elements, we've got all of the shapes, all of them, 654. So there's a lot of shapes to play around with here, right? And then on top of that, we have ornaments, again, 779. It doesn't feel like there's that much stuff going on, but when you really think about it, you don't want too much stuff, because then it's really hard to create design when there's just so much being thrown at you. Here, you have specifically created designs given to you that will look good on a t-shirt, and every single one of these will look good on a t-shirt. You've got 8,447 illustrations, and this can be anything. There's so many things. As well as that, you've got abstract stuff. Now abstract stuff, 675. I probably wouldn't use this as much. This is nice for just like a couple of extra graphical elements to put around your design potentially, but honestly I would usually just use the illustrations and shapes, and sometimes ornaments. For example, I like this ornament rays. I really like the rays, because you can do really cool stuff with it. So that is what would happen if we, went from a template. Now what I want to do is have a little bit of fun. I want to put a timer up of 2 minutes and see what could I create from a blank canvas. How cool, how professional could it be? And we have a blank canvas. So first, we want to kind of put in the right size. We want more of a t-shirt size, 5400 by 4500, which is like the go-to for Amazon and pretty much all print on demand stuff. And that is what the artboard is going to look like. Right, so the text is going to be, sorry I can't, I have plans with my dog. And you can just simply copy this by holding down Option on a Mac, that is, and dragging it down. Right, so that's the thing. Sorry I can't, I have plans with my dog. So let's try and find something cool. Firstly, let's get an illustration of a dog of some sort. Okay, that's cute. Right, so okay, that's cute. Right, let's move this down. Right, now let's get ornament going. I told you I like the ornaments. And let's go into rays. Let's have a look at some of the rays. Okay, that one's cool. Right, so we're gonna have that nice and big. Right, we're gonna just send it to the back. So we've got layers. We can put it behind the dog. Right, let's lock it now. And let's bring the dog forward, make the dog a bit bigger. Make the dog even bigger, why not? Right, let's go back to that, unlock it. Let's change the color of that to, yeah, like a light gray, done. Okay, we've got that so far. Now let's get a banner of some sort. So let's go into banners, and we can do, that one's nice. Make this bigger. We're going to put it behind the dog as well. That's cool. And now we're going to put the sorry I can't above that. Right, we need to change this to an arch, which is quite cool. We can make it go up or down or whatever. I'm happy with that. Let's make it go out a bit more. We also want this to be behind the dog as well. Or behind the, there you go. Right, so far I've got this. I'm not such a fan of that color, so we could use a color picker and pick the color of the dog's eyes. Don't like that either. Nose, there you go. What about that? I'm gonna like that, won't I? Right, so let's pick the color of the dog's nose. I have no idea how long I have left on this timer. Right, that's what I've got so far, right? Next we can put in, well, we can put in anything. Let's put in, what about that one? We can change the color of these banners as well, but I just can't really be bothered doing that right now. Sorry, I can't, I have plans. Let's change this to an arch as well. Arch curve that way. Okay, awesome. Now, sorry, I have plans with my dog. Right, I'm sure it's been more than 2 minutes. I don't want to overdo this, but this is mad. I mean, can you see what you can do in 2 minutes? 2 minutes! I hope it was 2 minutes. It's probably longer than 2 minutes, to be honest. But it's crazy. There's so much power here, and we can go in and change all this. Like, I don't like the colors of this at all, so I would literally go in and change this drastically, you know, like, to be honest, I prefer that a lot more. So there's just so much stuff you can do. It's pretty cool, you know. I would definitely recommend at least giving it a go and seeing if it makes your designs any better, any easier, anything like that at all. Why not? If you can save half an hour a day or 20 minutes a day on your designs, that's going to free up a whole bunch of time for you to potentially make more designs, upload more designs, and who knows, make even more money. The reason why I like this specifically for print on demand more than Canva is because of how much more you can do in terms of customization. Now, of course, it's no Photoshop. We know that, but Photoshop is really expensive and it's also really complicated because there is so much to learn. Whereas this, I love stuff like the fact that I can click this and I can go in here and I can immediately add some interest here. You know, I can go and change the color and make it white and black and whatever I want, you know, and immediately you've got the document colors here, and you can immediately just add a bit of interest, just make it a bit different, make it stand out a bit more. And I love that you're able to do it so quickly and so easily. It wouldn't surprise me if they continue to add these really cool features because it seems like they know exactly who their audience is and what they want. So yeah, it's cool. And it does seem like the elements that they have put in so far, the graphics, the banners, the ornaments, the effects that you can do, it seems like it has been made for a print on demand audience. I know they have other things like labels, logos, posters, cards, and you know, posters, this would be amazing for posters, which again can be used for print on demand. So I know they have obviously got other things there that might not be print on demand, but it definitely looks like they had print on demand on the top of their list in terms of importance in making this usable and making this perfect for a specific audience. So if you're struggling to make designs and you want to try something new, or maybe you're not struggling but you just want to try something new, then check it out. I think it's quite cool. I understand why there is so much hype on YouTube right now. So click the link down below, try it out and see if it's worth it for you.